We have this Boudin from Benoit's Country Meat Block. That's our local meat market. For everybody who asked on my last viral video, I know this looks crazy, but this is Boudin. Pork and a bunch of spices and herbs with rice stuffed into a casing. You can make your own, not case it, and just use the stuffing in different recipes. You can order it from Louisiana if you don't live nearby or whatever. The one I used in the last video was smoked. So it looked really dry, and it was because it's smoked. This one's not smoked and it's not dry. I'm gonna get all this out. And people told me to use the whipped cream cheese, and this one has chives in it, which is like probably so much easier. This takes a minute, but you're gonna mash it all together until you get like a big paste of this. This is totally optional. Crawfish puree bumps the crawfish flavor. It's basically just pureed crawfish. I'm gonna put a little bit of that in there. Before the trolls start commenting, I don't want to hear about my aluminum foil, okay? I don't care. If you say it's toxic, whatever. None of my family ever died from cooking on aluminum foil, so I don't care. You can use pizza dough. You can make your own dough. I actually make sourdough, and I'm planning on doing that one day. But this was 2 for $5 crescent rolls, which is pretty cheap, so that's what we're going with today. I'm going to lay it out flat like this. And then I'm kind of just pinching the pieces together. I'm going to take half of this and just fill up one of these crescent roll things, just like this. Fold this over. I'm going to flip it. It may not be pretty right now. And that's a half of our circle, and we're going to do the same thing with the other one. I think I underestimated on that side, so this side might actually be a little fatter. This was actually easier than the other way that I did it, and a couple people suggested a few different ways. I'm putting an egg wash over the whole entire thing, and then I'm going to set it in the fridge while we make our crawfish cream sauce. I'm going to give y'all a full disclosure. I've never in my life used a shallot, but this is one.
Shit.
Are you good?
What is that?
It's a shallot.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but it looks like a sweet potato onion. That's a Whole Foods onion, right? With a shallot, you cut the end off.
Would it make you feel better if like a bunch of people said you were hot today?
Sure.
Yeah, that happened.
I guess we're going to cut the head off. Comme ça. Yeah, okay. And then we'll slice it like this. Comme ça.
Comme ça.
Oh, it peels like an onion.
Yeah, it's just like an onion.
Wow.
I've never used a shallot. I'm not fancy like that. Look, he's doing fancy shit.
Make sure y'all get out and vote, okay?
What? Crawfish and beer, 24. I melt a half a stick of butter in a skillet. We got our shallot and a half a red bell pepper dice. We got a pack of Louisiana Select crawfish tails, and we're gonna chop those up into little pieces also. Into the butter, we're gonna add the bell pepper and the shallot.
Shallot.
Shallot. Cook that down for just a few minutes. We're gonna throw this in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes while we make this crawfish cream sauce. A few tablespoons of flour in here. That was heaping teaspoons, boo-boo. We're gonna put about a quarter of this heavy cream straight down into the roux. A little bit more. Just a little bit of whole milk in there. A little bit more milk, y'all. We don't know the recipe yet. We're making this up. We have this bouillon by Form the Fire, and we are going to try that today in here, and I'm going to put a heavy presence of it. And then we're going to put in all these crawfish tails. This, I should have got a bigger pan. Not going to lie. I think this is way too much cream sauce for this king cake, but we're going to figure it out. I got this Belgioso. I don't even know how you say that, y'all. That is some, that's some little bougie parm. I'm gonna melt that all into the cream sauce. I've added 3 minutes to the king cake itself, so that brings it to like 24 minutes. The cake itself is done. Crawfish cream sauce is done, and we grossly overestimated the amount of cream sauce we were gonna need for this cake. I'm gonna actually make macaroni and cheese tomorrow and use a bunch of that, but for now, let me show y'all what we're gonna do to this king cake. Crawfish cream sauce right on top. Thick if you want, a little bit more runny with a little bit more milk if you want. Look at that. There's your crawfish. Green onions on top of the whole thing. And that's supper, y'all. I know this process wasn't perfect because I literally never did this before, but I just want to say that is a gorgeous Boudin king cake with crawfish cream sauce on top. We're about to dig in.
Is it a top or a flop? That's like better than the last one.
Heaven on a plate.
Yes.
What about if I put bacon on it too? That would be like.
This is dangerous.
Why's your hair in your eyes?
I don't know. I'm so tired, y'all. This is delicious. Ça, c'est bon?